The demonization of parents and enlightened doctors who criticize vaccine science and government policy is the tip of the spear in a larger culture war going on in this and other countries where economically stable, well-educated populations are beginning to understand that they are being exploited by corporations that have made business deals with governments. The culture wars in the 21st century are about whether the first human right, individual autonomy, will survive, or an authoritarian state will own our children and have the power to eliminate civil liberties and sacrifice the lives of certain people for what those in control of the state consider the greater good of society. The human right to autonomy protects individuals and vulnerable minorities from being discriminated against and exploited by the state. Who has the moral right, or should have the legal authority, to demand that mothers and fathers violate their conscience and risk their children's lives or face punishment for refusing to do it? What kind of government policy demands that kind of involuntary sacrifice? And what kind of government demands that information about the risks and failures of a liability-free pharmaceutical product be censored and withheld from the people being forced to use it? There is no more important freedom than the freedom to decide when and for what reason you are willing to risk your life or your child's life. We give up the human right to autonomy at our peril, no matter where or in what century we live. The outcome of the vaccine culture war will determine what it means to be free. Because if the state can tag, track down, and force individuals against their will to be injected with biologicals of known and unknown toxicity today, then there will be no limit on which individual freedoms the state can take away in the name of the greater good tomorrow. Martin E. Miller prophetically warned that incremental oppression by those in control of an authoritarian state is facilitated by denial, apathy, and fear. He said, "In Germany, they came first for the communists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Catholics, and I didn't speak up because I was a Protestant. Then they came for me, and by that time, no one was left to speak up." Americans, this is our moment to help determine the outcome of a very real culture war that threatens to destroy long-held values and beliefs that are embodied in the Bill of Rights of the U.S. Constitution to protect us from tyranny. The Bill of Rights affirms that we have God-given natural rights, known today as civil liberties or human rights, which belong to each one of us and should never be taken away for any reason. You and you alone will make the choice to live free or die as a slave. Do not let anyone take away your freedom to think and speak and obey the certain judgment of your conscience. Use the NVIC Advocacy Portal to contact your state and federal legislators. Defend freedom and educate your family, friends, and leaders in your community. Go to nvic.org and sign up for our newsletter so that no matter what happens in the weeks and months to come, you will not lose contact with us. Be the one who never has to regret that you did not do today what you could have done to change tomorrow. It's your health, your family, your choice. And our mission continues. No forced vaccination, not in America.